Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Sul Bbq. Today I'm preparing a root vegetable on the big green egg that many of you like. You just don't know it. Of course, I'm talking about beets. Let's get going. Alright guys, many of you are understandably asking yourself, why the heck am I watching a beet video? We all remember those canned beets that our parents crammed down our throats when we were little kids. Comparing those to fresh beets, it's like comparing canned tuna to a nice fresh ahi steak, night and day. What I'm going to be doing is preparing a smoked beet salad. It's going to have a nice balsamic vinaigrette, some pancetta, pecans, some goat cheese, dried cranberries, a little honey. It is out of this world. Perfect dish for the winter, perfect dish for any holiday table, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's. It's a very, very good, and it's also a pretty cool looking dish. So, that being said, let's get going. So first of all, let's talk about the beets. These are actually organically grown beets, and when you're looking for beets, you want to make sure that they don't have, scars, big gouges all over them, nice smooth skin, and they're not too dark. These are red beets, but they've got that kind of a nice purplish color. Now I still have to actually clean these. I gave them a quick rinse, but I need to scrub some of the dirt off. The green part, the leaves, need to be nice and crisp because again, these taste really good. I'm going to be preparing these as you would like a collard green. I'm going to wilt these in a pan with some olives, hit them with a little lemon juice and some salt. So what I'm going to do is just cut the tops off. Now as far as the leaves are concerned, I'll be rinsing these separately, and we'll get into the preparation of the greens in just a bit. Alright guys, so beets are clean. Big green egg is preheated to 350 degrees, burning apple wood. So let's get this thing going. Just going to put these directly on the grill. Now I'll be smoking these for about an hour or so, but really what I want is nice tender beets. I want the skin to be easy to peel off. So in the meantime, I'm going to get you in the kitchen and I'm going to show you how I'm going to prep those greens. All right, I'm going to show you how I'm going to prepare these beet greens for the cook. I'll actually get into the cooking part after the beets are done smoking, however. So I'm just going to take, these are cleaned leaves, and I'm trying to keep the sizes similar, so like sizes. I'm just going to stack them up, roll them, and then chop them. I'm going to try to keep the chops fairly similar in size. I'm going to continue doing that until all of my usable beet greens are chopped. Then I'm just going to put them in a bag, place them in my produce drawer in the fridge, and keep them there until I'm ready to cook. And we'll be cooking the greens more or less of a wilt right before we get ready to serve these things. See you in a bit. All right, beet greens are all chopped in the fridge. Now is as good a time as any to make the dressing. And again, it's just going to be this kind of a honey mustard balsamic kind of dressing, very basic. I have here 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil, 2 teaspoons of Dijon, and this is a country style Dijon, so it's got the coarse ground mustard in it. I have here 1 tablespoon of honey. 2 tablespoons of balsamic. And we're just going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. Whisk it up. And there we have it. Done. Tastes killer. So I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to actually warm it just a little bit when we serve this beet salad. So I'll be seeing you out there when the beets are done. See you in a bit. All right, so it's been about an hour and the beets are done. Checked them just a few seconds ago actually. You can see their skin is very nice and loose on it, kind of like a baked potato would get it when it's done. So I'm going to take these in. I'm actually going to wrap these in foil, take them in the house until I'm ready to peel them. Wrapping them in foil will actually help peel even easier. So meet you guys inside. All right, what I'm doing now is peeling those beets. And as you can see, they're very soft. Now I've got my cutting board covered with parchment paper. Hands are gloved up. I mean, it's pretty obvious why. But look, the skin is nice and loose and it just peels right off. Look how nice and shiny that is underneath. And the smell coming off these, it's good. So like I said, this is not that gnarly stuff that our parents were making us eat back in the day. Not that there's anything wrong with pickled beets on a salad or something. All right, once you get them peeled, we're just going to quarter them, unless you get one of those big giant ones. But this is I like this size right there. It just makes a nice presentation and a nice bite. So I'm going to finish this up and then we'll move on to the next step. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is just lightly dress these beets. I have them in a glass bowl. As you can see, they're still steaming. They're still hot. I have here my dressing that I made, and I heated it just a little bit in the microwave here, just for a few seconds. I'm just going to lightly dress this, just with enough to coat these beets. And I'm going to toss them. All right, looking good. Okay, I'm going to cover this bowl with foil, and we're going to cook those greens up. I have the skillet already heated up behind me, so let's get going. All right, guys, so my skillet's heated up, and we are going to cook these beet greens very similar to the way the Brazilians do collard greens. They do it pretty hot and fast. Get some olive oil in here. Now for those greens. It's just going to take a few minutes to get these all cooked down. One thing I wanted to point out is I did not cut that little rib out. That actually, it's not very big, not like a collard green has a really wide rib. These little things, they just taste really good. Tastes like kind of like a miniature beet, so it's something I like to leave in there. Okay, these things are pretty well done here. What I'm going to do is finish it off with a little lemon juice, kosher salt, a little black pepper, all right, guys, we are done. Let's get this plated up. All right, guys, let's get these beets plated up. And what I'm going to do is plate them how I would for, like a holiday dinner, like Thanksgiving or Christmas. So I'm going to put these beets right in the middle of this platter here. They are good. Now we're going to take these beet greens. We're just going to go around the beets. That smoky flavor, the smell is just really coming off here. All right, it's coming together. Now, next thing is going to be this. I've got some just gorgeous, gorgeous goat cheese here. Just Just going to break off little pieces here and there. The beets by nature are fairly sweet anyway. The dressing that I made has a little sweet, but it's also, you know, has some of that acid from the balsamic. And then this goat cheese is just going to really add a nice saltiness, kind of help balance out the meal here. Now I've got some pecans. They're crushed pecans. Sprinkle these on. Again, just add a little crunch. We're kind of hitting everything here, all the senses. Here I've got some crisp pancetta that I've chopped up pretty finely, then crisped up in the on the skillet. Do I even need to say why I'm putting this on? Again, just another element, another salty element. Some dried cranberries. Has a little tarty element, and it's Thanksgiving, Christmas kind of vibe going on. We're going to hit it with just a little bit more of that warm dressing. Now we're ready to try this magnificent plate of beets. I'm telling you, they're good. Anyway, let me give this a shot here. As you can see, I got the cheese on there, the nuts. Wow. Again, you guys owe yourself to try this. I don't care what you say. And I know there's a couple of you guys that have already made up your mind. This is not that crap in a can, I'm telling you. Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.